It's important to know how to properly manipulate and format the text in your programs. Whether for output or data processing, strings are an integral component of what you do. So in this video, I'll explain how to work with a string class in Java.
The string class is one of the many classes included in the Java class libraries. The string class provides you with the ability to store sequences of characters. You'll find yourself using the string class all the time when you create programs, and it's important to understand some of the special characteristics of strings in the Java programming language. String objects are immutable, meaning that their value cannot be changed. Immutability ensures that a string can be used by several different classes safely because it cannot be changed. Creating a string object by using a string literal creates only one object, as in the first example, and this is a more memory efficient method. Using the new keyword, as in the second example, creates two string objects in memory, and to avoid the unnecessary duplication of string objects in memory, it's best to create string objects without using the new keyword, so the first method is preferred. And it's important to note that string objects can be concatenated or joined using the plus symbol, and this is a feature that you'll probably resort to on a frequent basis. Because strings are immutable, concatenating two strings requires the creation of a new string. This diagram shows a string object containing the string hello. Here's the string literal world being concatenated to the original string, which starts by containing hello. The concat method is used here, but whether you use that or the concatenation operator, the plus sign, a new string object is created and a new string reference is returned that points to the new object. In the diagram, this is indicated by the fact that the string reference myString is no longer 0x034009, and because that object is no longer referred to, it's now inaccessible and will be garbage collected. Here you can see both concatenation methods being used. The second line uses the concat method, and the next line uses the concatenation operator plus. The result is hello world with an exclamation mark, and just like the previous example, the same thing happens again. A new object is created, and the reference for this object is assigned to myString, as you can see in the yellow frame. Like most classes, the string class has a number of useful methods. Almost all of these methods do their useful work by returning a single value. Java allows only a single return from a method. The return type, essentially the type of the method, can be a primitive or a reference to an object. To be able to use the return value in your code, you will typically use the assignment operator, the equals sign, to assign the value, or reference, to a type that you have declared for this purpose. In the last line of this example, you can see the use of the reference hello to call the method length using the dot notation hello.length. Because the object this reference refers to is the string hello world that was created in the previous line, this method call will return the value 11 because there are 11 characters in hello world, including the space, and place it in the variable string length. Int is the type of the method length. This example shows several method calls that return object references. First, the string object how is instantiated and has the method trim called on it. Because a string literal returns an object reference, this is exactly the same thing as calling the method trim on the reference. Notice that the string how has two spaces on either side of the word. The string returned will be just 3 characters long because these spaces will be trimmed off. This new 3-character string will be the value of greet in the following line. The string literal dy in capital letters will be concatenated to how, but because we use the dot notation for dy, the method toLowercase is applied just to the string dy, returning lowercase dy. The string lc now references an object containing howdy, how in capitals, dy in lowercase. But there's a better way to do it because we want the entire word to be in lowercase letters. Note the alternative version that uses parentheses around the two strings, greet and dy, to concatenate the letters, and then convert the case by using dot toLowercase. lc now references an object containing howdy all in lowercase letters.